We're Erin and Brandon. If you missed our last episode, we spent Thanksgiving in our tiny home on wheels and visited Mesa Verde National Park.
That is so cool.
Whoa, this is insane.
While living out of our Ram ProMaster, it's our goal to road trip to 50 of the national parks in the United States. So, from Colorado, we traveled south towards Arizona, but had an interesting drive through New Mexico.
This is crazy. There's this massive cloud ahead of us, and it looks like we're heading into a storm. Like we're just gonna pass into the cloud, and we won't be able to see anything. It's honestly crazy. Like I'm kind of nervous about it. What is going on? Why is there this cloud?
And here we go into it. This is creepy. It's like the Twilight Zone. This looks like a tree.
Wow. If you're a director and you're shooting a sci-fi movie, you should be shooting it here because this literally looks like the world is ending or the world has ended. There's like one person remaining. I'm getting like Book of Eli feels mixed with like some science fiction movie. It's nuts. And the power lines make it look even creepier.
Yeah. I see a light.
A light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, this is our first time in an hour, I would say, that we can actually see 20 feet in front of us. We have blue skies.
It seems as if we've returned to Earth, so that's a good thing. And we are well on our way to making it to the Petrified National Park. While you're here, though, throw us a like, turn it blue.
Look at this. We're not going to be able to see anything. What are we going to do in the park? We can't see anything.
We'll get close to things so that we can see them.
So Brandon made the executive decision that we're just going to zoom right past the visitor center and we're going to go out and see things. How? I'm not quite sure.
I mean, I can see for miles. Here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
So this is what we're supposed to be seeing. That's what we see.
Yeah, we see it.
And yeah, I mean, come on.
This is the first viewpoint we stopped at. It's very reminiscent of the Badlands, except for a little more red and a little more flat. Even though there's like hills all over the place, it looks a little more flat. You can see pretty far in the distance. It's beautiful. Definitely a foggy day, but we still have some visibility. Erin's being a little dramatic, isn't she?
I think it looks more like Theodore Roosevelt National Park than the Badlands, because Theodore Roosevelt was actually colorful.
You might be right.
And in Theodore Roosevelt National Park, they had the painted canyon, and this is the painted desert. Cousins. You were just saying this beautiful song.
Oh, no. Nay, nay, nay.
He was just saying, I wanna see trees that have turned to stone. For some reason they're called petrified.
My version was a little better.
Yeah, his was actually better. Why don't you just do
I
it?
tell you what, we can see for miles now. There's no fog. We are ready to petrify this already petrified forest. So, coming in with my scare tactics.
Whoa! That's
Holy
cool.
smokes.
We gotta stop. Okay, so we stopped at the Blue Mesa Overlook, which just looks like more Badlands. Or good lands, depending on how you look at it.
Pretty cool. I like those rocks over there. You know, on a scale of 1 to Badlands, they're medium. They're cool. But I'm here for Petrified Forest. Once I was afraid, I was petrified. That's what I'm looking for.
I stand corrected. This here is the Blue Mesa. So we're gonna go check it out.
So it looks like there's a full-on hike that you can do here at the Blue Mesa. We weren't really prepared to do that, so we're not going to do it, but at least we got to see it, and it's really pretty. I mean, what do you think?
We've learned something about all of our national park trips. You kind of have to keep your eye on the prize. You have to go in with something that you want to see. Otherwise, there's so much to do, you get overwhelmed. So if you go in with like one or two things that you know you want to see, and then you can make stops along the way. But what Brandon wants to really see is the Petrified Forest. And I think we're gonna go to Jasper Forest, so we gotta get moving. I will say, I do think we're a bit jaded from all of our national park trips because this is park number 33 for us on this road trip, but in total it's park number 36. So not to say, oh, we've seen things that are better. I think this is maybe one of the coolest Badlands we've been to, but we've also seen a lot of Badlands. So when we're in a park that has something unique, like a Petrified Forest, we're gonna focus more on going to that rather than doing a hike through the Badlands. If you are in Petrified Forest, you should definitely go to Blue Mesa, do a hike. It seems like a nice trail.
I'm looking for the good lands. We just keep finding the bad lands. I want the good lands. Where are they?
Okay,
comment
dad
below
joke.
The good lands.
You're so ready to be a dad with those dad jokes.
Oh, not yet. Nervously last.
What do you think? This is what you've been waiting for.
This is like, I mean, I see it down there. How do you get down there?
Let's look at the map. I'm looking at the map right now and I see where we are, Jasper Forest. It says there's a hike, but this seems like it's just an overlook and I don't know how we would get down there.
We really just want to get down to the lower level because there's so much petrified wood down there, but we don't see any clear path to get down. There were no trails actually marked. We just found one kind of veering off from the parking lot, so we thought that might be it, but it led us to a ledge. Jasper Forest is very popular because it has the largest accumulation of petrified wood in the world. I mean, looking around, it is just everywhere. Back in the early 1900s, when John Muir found this place, he said it would be one of the biggest tourist attractions in the US because it's just so crazy. We ran into a fellow traveler who said that it's only about 20 minutes to get down and we just keep following this trail. So hopefully that's true. Just seems like we're getting further away from the petrified wood. So we'll see how this trail works out. We did it!
Okay, so from afar, looks like real wood, right? Looks like a log. But wait, full on stone. Ow. Look, you can even see this bit right here. It's like broken off rock. That's cool.
Thanks to our traveler friend, we have made it. Definitely wasn't clear. If you do want to visit Jasper Forest, you just kind of have to find your own way. For whatever reason, they don't have signs, but we are now heading into the legitimate Petrified Forest.
Over 200 million years ago, downed trees that fell into rivers were buried by sediment containing volcanic ash in what is now the Petrified Forest National Park. Silicon dioxide from the ash was dissolved by groundwater and flowed into the logs where it formed quartz crystals. Most of the logs in the park retain their original exterior, but the internal structure was filled with the colorful quartz, creating these beautiful, natural, ancient artifacts.
While it might not be the most visually stunning sight, it's just incredible because what you're looking at are ancient trees. I mean, most trees are organic material, they break down over time, and you don't see the remains of them thousands of years later. But in this case, you have these trees that have been turned to stone and are everlasting. It's really, really cool.
When you first entered the park, they told you not to like take anything home with you, because I guess a lot of people try to do that. And I could totally see why. All of these are so pretty. This was once wood. Looks crystallized and so pretty. I won't take it. Put it right back.
Frisker, check your pockets. Moral of the story is that petrified forests are really cool, and you just have to get down into it and start exploring to really see the magic of the petrified forest. Like, it is wild that these were once trees and now they're these beautiful stones with colorful displays and they look crystallized. It's wild, really cool to see, and I'm glad that we came to the petrified forest. That thumbs up really helps us out. Subscribe, stay tuned, and live alternatively. Sketch. I'm gonna fall off this bed.
If I try to pick this up. No. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to pick up a log this big either. Hey, be quiet. I'm doing a video.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, this footage is gonna be so shaky.
Put it in drive. I'm not counting my chickens before they're chickens, though. Learn that mistake. Jasper Forest is has
water into wine, wood into stone. Makes me want to play Catan, actually.
Jasper Forest has the most accumulated petrified wood in the world, or at least some of the most.
What? That is so not like a factual statement.
I'll see you later.
And now we're going back to clouds.
This whole episode, it's gonna be us saying, and now we're heading into the fog. This is really weird. Oh, now we're out of the fog. You know what? We're going back into the fog now.